Hi everyone, welcome to Craft Addict K. I'm Karla.
And I'm Sam.
And we're so glad that you came back to join us. If you're a returning visitor to visit with us, thank you for coming back. If you're new to our channel, this is a channel primarily about cross stitch, a little bit about life, and a lot about just what we're up to in the projects that we're working on. We're going to jump right into some old business. First of all, Patricia Clark, thank you, got back to me today for her giveaway. She was away on vacation, so she did win one of our giveaways, and we have a drawing for meeting our 250 subscriber goal later on in the video. So make sure you stay tuned to see if you were drawn for that giveaway. And this week, what happened?
We got a haircut.
We got our haircuts, we think. Shortened it up, cleaned it up a little bit.
Got some layers done.
Yep, got it thinned up a little bit. So, hey, got the hair done. We had a wedding this past week. My niece did get married. They both said I do, and they're on a cruise right now, enjoying the sun, I'm sure, and having their first ever cruise together. So I'm sure that they're having a great time. There's a lot of traffic going by on the road, so hopefully that doesn't interfere with our video sounds. She loved her gift. I did the Through the Storms. We're going to be doing that as a giveaway on this one. If we'll talk about that later on. And I went back to work today. Well, not today, but this
Monday.
week. Went back to work on Monday. Today is Wednesday, August 7th, when we are videotaping.
Yes.
Typically, we tape one day and then we post the next day. It depends on how much editing that Samantha needs to do.
Yeah.
How much editing do you think you do, Samantha?
Well, last video took me like 3-4-ish hours, but I was also kind of slacking off and watching Flosstube at the same time. So,
yeah. We also want to give a big shout out to Ronny from Garon Toten Bags and tell him happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ronny. Ronny did a fundraiser for St. Jude's Hospital, and he raised over $1,700. He was giving away the little Garon handbags with the kids' painted hands, it looked like. And you could purchase the bag for $10 plus shipping, and all that money went to St. Jude's. And there were people that just said he ran out of bags, I think he said in 3 hours, and he had 130 bags made, I think. He was selling them for $10 a piece. He ran out, y'all, in like 3 hours, and people still was messaging him to send them invoices. Even though they knew they weren't getting a bag, they wanted to be invoiced so that they could donate to his cause. And he raised over $1,700 for that cause. So congratulations, Ronny. We are so very happy for you. So very touched by this community yet again, pulling through to help one another. It gives me goosebumps. It gives me goosebumps. And happy birthday, Ronny. I wish we were in Florida. We would bring you a cupcake at least.
Because you have to have cake on your birthday. It's a rule in this family.
You have to have cake. Yes. You're right. Samantha has made that a rule from day one. It's not truly your birthday until you have birthday cake.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to Tranquil Stitches. Shirley McKinney did a focus on fibers last month. It was a focus on designers, and she had other collaborations of Flosstubers that joined in. And this month she came out with focus on fibers, and there was a total of 10, including Shirl, that did different fibers, and nobody repeated the same fibers. And all of them had special sponsorships, whether it was a shop owner that sponsored or whether it was the fiber maker themselves that sponsored and gave different discounts or deals. I know I got some Gentle Arts that I wanted to try when I watched Shirley McKinney's, and it's not here yet, but when I watched Tranquil Stitches, I was all about those colors that was selected. So I thought I'd give them a try. And I know Michelle Bendy was one of them.
She made a video about it.
So was Heather from Link Is My Homeboy. She did a video on somebody did a video on silks. I haven't even gotten through them all yet. They're really quick snips of, tells you a little bit about the history of what's in the fibers and how it's made and whatnot. And they each have a different story to tell. So if you haven't found those yet, take a gander at Focus for Fibers, and their drop down box has all of the different Flosstubers that were involved in that collaboration that you can click the link to go to the next one. So it's really interesting. I think that brings us to What's next?
Sam's segment, is that right?
That's right,
That's
Samantha's
right,
segment. You're on.
Okay, let's see. I might need the notes for this, but school is starting in like 2 weeks, so that sucks. But I have to get ready. Well, not get ready. I have to get up earlier because the bus gets to my house at like 6 in the morning. Not really. It's closer to 7, but that's not important. So I have to get up really early, and I get up so early so that I can get back to my workout routines, because I need to get them goals, you know. So I am. And I'm also trying to drink more water because it's good for you, and it turns out like a lot of the population is just dehydrated all the time, but they don't notice it. So
How much water do you drink in a day?
I drink 4 of these. These are 20 ounces, so 80 ounces.
How many is that for you today?
This is my 4th bottle.
Oh, that's your 4th one.
Yeah,
so
this is my 4th bottle. I already drank 3 of them.
that's good.
It is pretty good.
Keeps your system flushed.
Yeah.
Your mom's a nurse. Water's good for you.
Yeah, it's a constant. It's constant.
What else?
I have to volunteer tomorrow.
You don't have to volunteer.
I'm going to volunteer tomorrow, but I really want to volunteer. I just don't want to get up early.
She's going to work with me tomorrow.
Yeah.
To volunteer at the hospice again.
Yes.
They have a lot of pamphlets and flyers for the butterfly release. They're gearing up and getting ready. The butterfly release is actually September, like the September 8th.
I'm not sure.
And I'm pretty sure like if you spend $25, you get a butterfly. They do a ceremony. They've done this multiple years. So this is the first year Samantha's volunteered, and I'll be there for it this year too. Previous years we just have been away on vacation. It's just never coincided with our work schedules, and so, but this will be an interesting year because we're both involved with it and excited to see all the butterflies and all the people remembering their loved ones. So it's a great remembrance. Okay,
Yeah.
So what else happened to you this week?
Can I do it?
You can do it.
I got a bag. Can I say from who?
You can say from who.
I got a bag from Ronny, and I haven't opened it. We got like the day after we filmed the last video, so we had to wait a while. So I could open it on camera.
She gets to open it on camera. She's been waiting to do this with her segment, so ignore the crinkles.
No. You were talking to him. Oh my goodness.
I was not talking to him.
How did it leak? I love this so much.
So, what do you say?
Thank you, Ronny.
I think she's a little speechless.
I am. I saw Daphne's. She had a giveaway or something, and it was Nightmare Before Christmas, and I wanted it, but somebody else won it over here.
Wouldn't know who that was.
Here's what it looks like. And I have a mug. It's a mug with Jack all over it. His face is all over it. And I drink my tea in it. It's so good. And my hot cocoa. It's my hot beverage cup.
You want to show the back?
It's kind of, I just, I should have opened it last week when I had the chance.
So, what do you say?
Thank you, Ronny.
Ronny really does support the youth. Obviously, with his St. Jude's fundraiser, it's apparent that he supports the youth, and he really likes Samantha's videos and in her segment, and has really created a friendship. I think a long distance friendship with Samantha from Florida.
And he got my card.
And he got her birthday card.
He thought it was funny. She thought it'd be a little rude whenever my dad was translating it, but I thought it was...
We sent him a birthday card in Spanish.
Yeah, we sent him a Spanish birthday card about him being like a computer.
My husband is from Puerto Rico. Well, he was born in New York, but he claims Puerto Rico because that's where he was raised. So, in the process, he's been our translator sometimes. So, well, that was really nice. Thank you, Ronny. So,
I'm really happy if you didn't notice.
If you didn't notice, she's smiling. She'll be dancing later. Stitching in the wild.
We stitched at the wedding.
We did. That was our stitching in the wild. And unfortunately, we didn't take pictures of us stitching at the wedding. My husband actually was doing the photography for my niece. She begged him. He is not a professional photographer in any shape or form. He has taken some classes. He's got a really nice camera. He's done pictures for other people. She really likes his vision. So she talked him into it.
And we were his practice pictures.
We were the practice pictures. We had to be there early so that he could kind of get the start up for things that were, when you're getting ready and they want pictures at a wedding. So we had to be there early. So Samantha and I took our stitching and we sat in the reception hall and we worked on our stitching until the wedding started. And then when had the wedding and then we came back, and while we were sitting waiting for the wedding party to be announced, we started stitching again. Actually had about 4 or 5 different people come up to say, hey, what are you working on? That's really neat.
I finished a square on my Haid. Just saying, the first day that thing goes out in public.
Yeah. She was pretty excited about that. But people were coming up and asking what we were working on. It is a crafty friendship. My whole family certainly has some craftiness in them. My niece wouldn't even blink an eye if I was sitting there stitching, nor my sister, because that's something that we just normally do when we use every spare moment that we have. So then the wedding party was announced, and then we had our meal, and then there was dancing. So, the stitching and everything got put away at that point. But we did make some progress while we were sitting there, and it caused some opportunity for communication with other people that, one, either have never seen cross stitch, or 2, have seen it but they haven't done it in years and they would really like to start at it again. So I'm hoping that we've motivated some of them to give it a try.
Sounds like you're calling some people out.
I'm calling some people out, so hopefully they will give it a try. So that was our stitching in the wild. So we do have some pictures of the wedding. We're going to put a couple of pictures in the end. I don't have a lot. He primarily did some, and I actually think it's better for him to give that to her to post if she wants to. But I do have a couple of simple pictures. So let's talk about whips. That's what we're here for, right? Cross stitch, not life. So let's get into cross stitch. Okay, whips. All right, Samantha, caterpillar, let's go.
Okay, so here's my Haid. It is, I don't know.
Heaven and Earth design, for those that don't know what a Haid is.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was for a long time, or how to order from their website. So it is interesting. Be careful when you're ordering, because they also do diamond painting patterns as well.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my Haid, Heaven and Earth design. It is advice from a caterpillar. I don't remember where I was last time. I think I have a picture somewhere from up here, but I know I went down, or I went up this way and did that whole row, and I came across so I could start going down and up, snaking my way through that.
And we are going to start putting pictures of the completed project next to this. So hopefully when you're seeing it, you're going to see what the actual completed pattern is.
So you can get our vision.
So you can see where she's at. She's in the upper right-hand corner.
Upper
and
left.
It's
advice from a caterpillar.
Right. It's not the left. It's in the upper right.
No, this is the upper left.
Yeah, it's the upper right.
Upper right. For the photo? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it sometimes changes, but
you can pick which way you think, but this is in the upper right. Okay. All right. So that's where she is now.
Yeah. I'm working on this now. This is for this week's homework, which is 1,000 stitches in something that you wanted to quit, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I was sewing the actual sewing machine part, I really wanted to quit. I was like, I hate this thing. I just want to get it finished. So I had this whole sewing machine, that butterfly part, done before. I'm just working on that pink section. It's starting to annoy me, but it's okay. I'm getting through it. It's not that bad. It is what it was in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It's on 14 count Ada. Is a Design Works kit. And it's called Sewing Machine. So,
all right.
Those are all my whips because I was really focused on getting progress on my Haid.
This was a busy week. I mean, with going back to work, we don't have as many whips to show. I can tell you I'm definitely motivated to do more stitching on dates since we've started doing the videos. This is our episode number 6.
I can't believe it.
I know. And we've been pretty consistent in getting it out every week. Maybe not the same day each week. We're really trying to do it on Wednesdays Now that she is getting ready to start school, we may have to change this to a Friday night video and post it out on Saturday. It's going to depend on our schedules, but that's what we were trying for. So my whips that I worked on this week has been, and believe me, I have a lot of other whips, but the ones I'm working on this week
She made
has
a
been
lot of
Early
progress.
American. Let's see if I can get this up here so you can see it.
Water.
Okay, so I have the John Hancock done. I'm working on, started the Betsy Ross, and I'm doing mine in Valdani threads. This was a conversion. My LNS has Valdani threads primarily, and they gave me the conversion for this to do in Valdani and Anchor threads. So it's primarily in Valdani. I think the only thing in Anchor is like the facial features was a flesh Anchor color. So this is where we're at. And currently working on that one is the next one over. And Samantha will import a picture here so that you can see it.
Yeah.
This is on a 28 count Jobelin light gray, and I actually started this on May 13th. So this was a Mania start.
Oh.
So
I didn't know
May
that.
13th. One of the things I started doing is I do my floss on a drops.
Teardrops.
These are teardrops. As I'm using them in the project, I put them on the drops. When I'm done with that project, I take the drop and I have a system that I hang it on in numerical order, and I will show you that system in another video.
Yes. Yeah.
So I started thinking, why don't I just write down, and that's what I did, what the fabric is, when I started it, when I'm going to finish, if
When
I
you're
ever
gonna
do
finish
finish it. But then this is like a momentous anyway. Hook it with my flosses so I know this goes with this project. And whenever we are doing our videos for YouTube, this is the Early Americans, and it is a Little House Needleworks design. I probably should add that on to my card. I will add that. It's a Little House Needleworks design, and I'm not stitching them in order, but I am stitching them two beside each other and making it kind of a bell pull with one at the very bottom. So it'll come down and then kind of be like at a triangle at the bottom. And I'm alternating even the borders. I'm not doing the borders the same as what's called for because I'm alternating blue, red, red, blue, blue, red.
Checkerboard.
And kind of checkerboarding
Yeah.
it. So I'm thinking it's turning out really nice. My husband made these end pieces for me. He cut these from wood, and I have my dowel rods, and my sister actually made this cover for me. Somebody had asked me about these on a previous video, and all she did was measured my rod length, and I told her how wide I wanted it because I wanted to have some extra to take care of the extra material.
Yeah.
And she did a pocket, if you can see a little pocket there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got elastic. Whoops.
Elastic ring in it.
Elastic ring. This one is 20 inches. She put a tag in there marking it 20 inches. So it's probably upside down for you, but I can show you this way. Oh, look at my backs. Don't look at my backs. But it says 20 inches, and that's, she made me different lengths for the different scroll rods that I had. I was really using a lot of the scroll rods more so than the Q-snaps, and now I'm kind of a 50-50 mix between the two. I like the Q-snaps, but sometimes I like the scroll rods if I'm working on my Lowry frame. Just depends.
Yes.
So that is enough talk about that. So let's move on to my next whip. My next whip is Hello Pumpkin by Caterpillar Designs. And this is where I am at.
Oh, I thought you were showing the back of it for a second. I forgot that I'm looking at the back.
You're looking at the back of it. So this is where we're at with the Caterpillar. I got the whole bottom part done. The owl is done. I started the fox yesterday.
It's a little off.
It's a little off. I'm about a half stitch off. My tree here somewhere I missed up. But what I'm doing is I'm going to put in the bigger pieces and go back and fill in with the leaves and whatnot. I know I got off a half a stitch somewhere. I can't find it, and I'm not going back through to try and figure it out. And it's covered with one of my Garon grime guards. So that's the Halloween grime guards you see. And this is on a 28 count Jobelin. It is a vanilla latte, and it was hand dyed fabrics by Stephanie. So I will put her link below in the description box if you are interested. Very pretty. It's got a very faint hand dye. You can see it, but I don't know that you can see it in the video. So, but that's where we are with that. Guess what?
I love the pumpkin in that one. It's just, it pops. I don't know.
Pops. Those are my only 2 whips. And my goal was to try and get caught up. Believe it or not, I didn't even have the tree done in that before I started stitching it this week. So I've done a lot of stitches. Actually 1,800 and some stitches on that this week, because I was trying to hit the 2,000 mark for School of Magical Stitches, just to add it to the Headmistress Challenge before I moved on to something else, and I wanted to try and get caught up with that project.
Yes.
I did have a finish, but it's not FFO'd, and I'm going to wait until I FFO it before I bring it out to show you, but I am planning on FFOing it this weekend. Actually 2 of them. One is the candy corn broom. I showed that last time. And the other is Roveris' spider web. I finished the web. I finished the witch's hat and the spider. And the cat at the wedding.
Yes.
So got that completely done. So I just need to FFO it into a needle minder, a scissor fob, and a pin cushion. And that is this weekend. I plan on doing that this weekend because it's not going to go into my under the bed box or over the closet box. I won't show you or tell you it's back there. Do you have any finishes? No.
I don't know why you ask me. I
know. I just am afraid that I see what she's working on, but I'm always afraid I'm going to forget. So I always want to ask before I jump into the next thing, which is Stitchy Kindness. You have your Stitchy Kindness. You was too excited. She was not going to wait till the end of the video for her Stitchy Kindness. I got some Stitchy Kindness from my good friend Cindy. We haven't seen each other all summer.
She's our Stitchy friend.
She is our Stitchy friend. When I call her my Stitchy friend, she quilts. She has a long armor business too.
She makes something with spoons.
And she does jewelry, and she does about everything except for I don't think she cross stitches. But
does she diamond paint?
I don't know if she diamond paints.
It's rush hour.
It's rush hour. Vehicles are driving by. The neighbor decided it's time to mow the lawn. It's 6:30 at night. So,
well,
you know.
I mean, yeah, it's perfect time to mow the lawn, honestly. It's cool.
Well, yeah, it's cool. It's not too hot. I get it. But I'm trying to do my video.
Back to stitching.
Back to stitching. So my friend Cindy, finally saw her at the wedding. My birthday was in June. My sister's been carrying around my birthday gift in her car forever and a day. We were all in one place. She brought me my birthday gift while we were at the wedding.
Yes.
And it's called, very fittingly, The Anniversary from Lila's Studio. And I'm trying to see, you got it. And she gave me the floss that goes with it. Look at those colors. Beautiful colors. Already have them on drops. Already have them ready to go. Already have my tag made on what that is. And this is the Anniversary by Lila Studio. I am going to do this on a 32 count linen, lamb's wool linen. I'm actually going to give myself a try at gridding this later today. I just think I want to give that a try. I did get some sulky metal threads to give that a whirl. So I'm going to try and grid this, and we have a trip coming up Samantha's going to talk about, and this will be one of my starts, I think, at that trip. Potentially. And I have all of this stored, and this isn't haul or anything, and this is in my Garon bag with my trucks. I thought it was fitting, and I've got my Q-snap. Everything is in here. It is ready to go. I just need to do my gridding on this later on. If I don't do it tonight, maybe I'll do it this weekend. Might be a weekend excursion to give it a whirl.
During our
24-hour cross stitch, I might need a break. Okay. So that's Stitchy Kindness, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
So next is haul, right? Haul?
I guess. I figured we... Oh, wait, no, we didn't go over... I always feel like we go over haul.
We didn't. All right, so I have some haul. I have some haul, y'all. So we're going to go over haul. First thing I want to show you I got on haul. Stony Creek Magazine. Had to get it. Thank you so much, Sheila from Sunshine Stitchers. It is your fault. You showed this on your video. I immediately went to Stony Creek, ordered this magazine just so I can make myself the pink flamingo stocking. So, believe you me, this is on my, gonna start this year at some point.
Did you say believe you me?
Believe you me. Definitely gonna get this. And I think Daphne also got it, so I know she's getting ready to stitch it. So maybe we need to make this a stitch along in maybe October, November. I don't know.
Whenever you finish another thing.
I just gotta, it's on my list of things I want to do this year. Because I don't have a stocking. My husband has one I stitched for him. He's the only one that has one that I stitched for him. But if you haven't gotten this magazine, definitely consider giving it a try. A lot of great designs in here. This is one I thought was cute. Old Crows Gather here. I thought that was really cute. A cardinal appears when what does that say? A cardinal appears, a loved one from heaven's is near. So, I mean, there's just some really, this is a really, I'm really contemplating, like Memory and Amy, I am really contemplating getting a subscription to this if that's possible.
Oh,
I like this. These boots are made for nice Halloween boot. There's some Halloween in here. It's a really good, well put together magazine. So, anyways, let me not continue on down that road because I can keep looking at that all day. I am also belong to Garon's Grime Guard of the Month, and I recently, when he increased who he could do his project bag of the month, I got his project bag of the month as well. So the Grime Guards for this month, I am in the 8x8 and the 11x11 because those are both the Q-snaps I use. This is the 8x8. I want to show you. That's the pattern. And the reason why I show this is because sometimes you can still get on his site and order things, or you may find something else there that you like. And then the butterfly. I think this is just, I don't know where he got this, but it is beautiful fabric. It's hard for me to show you. This is the 11x11, but look at the butterflies on that. It's just so warm and inviting. It's just really like it. And sometimes you get an added special bonus. So this is the bag. This is the actual bag.
The big bag.
The big bag. Like, look at how beautiful is that. This is just, if you haven't seen it yet, such high quality. Exactly. And then it's Velcro closure. But look at the fabric that's on the inside. This is why I do both. Because look, I have a matching 8x8 and I have a matching 11x11 Grime Guard that matches. Not that I have to be matchy, but boy, do I look pretty slick going to the retreats with that. And also he put in a small
bag.
A small bag this time as a thank you to his members of the group. There you go. To members of the group. So so I got a small bag to go through here, and I use these small bags. I use them for sometimes I will use them to put my floss down in so that they're all in one spot. If I'm going to keep the bag with the project, like in this case, I would keep this with that project, and I would just put the floss down in there, close it up, stick it in there with everything else, and at least I know my floss is ready in that project, ready to go. You can put multiple projects. Last time we did a picture, and I should have explained it on episode 5, and we didn't. I took the the flamingo bag when we went to the creek, and I had 3 project bags inside of that my mom had made me, the vinyl project bags. 3 of them situated inside of that, and they all fit in nicely. I carried it in one grouping. Everything was together in that one bag, and I had one of these smaller bags that had all of my scissors, my highlighter, my chart holder, all of the things that I typically need whenever I go remote and do a stitching in the wild. That's what we're calling it, stitching in the wild.
Yes.
So when we go on a stitching in the wild, we have to have it to go, ready to go. sometimes I come home from work and my husband's like, hey, we're going to go here. So I want to be able to be ready, grab it and go. So I always have one that's ready to go that has all my Stitchy stuff in it. And it's in my ready to go. Okay, let me go grab my pink flamingos. And my pink flamingos travel with me quite a bit. So, so I just wanted to share that with you. We did do pictures on episode 5. If you want to go back and look at those of them spread out on the chair, and all of that went back into the bag and it closed up, and it's nice. So you don't have to have these for each project you do. You could do multiple projects in one of these bags. There's plenty of room. Am I still talking haul? So today I decided I was going to grid. So I went to Joann's and I watched a gridding video. I don't remember who it was. It was late last night when I was watching it, because I've never gridded before. I mean, I draw blue on a full coverage, but
or pens or whatever.
I think after I made that mistake on my Hello Pumpkin, I think I want to try gridding and see, you know, how much time does it take? Is it really worth it or not worth it? So I'm going to give it a try on a couple of projects. I'm getting ready to start this Stitchy project. The pattern's going to drop, the first pattern, I think, August 17th. So I'm planning on gridding the fabric for that, because they give you clues all over, and I just don't count my counting skills. Sorry, ladies, I'm not a math teacher. And I know a lot of Flosstubers are teachers. I view a lot of teachers, so I'm not a math teacher, and my counting is limited when it comes. My eyes go crossways on some of these things. So I'm hoping that the grids will help. But if it's going to take me all night to grid a project, I don't know that I'm going to stick with it. But I can't figure out what colors I like, so I got all of these colors. These are Sulky. These ones are called Sulky Hollow Shimmer. And these ones are a silver metallic. So I got a red, and they're from Sulky Threads. They're at my local Joann's. So I got those to give them a try. I figured if nothing else, I might use them as an addition with one of the projects instead of using, oh, I don't know. What is that stuff that you have in yours? I don't know what it's called, but
Cranex?
The Cranex, yeah, the Cranex thread. So
it's not Cranex. I thought,
I also picked up DMC, some DMC flosses, and I decided I wanted a Stitchy box that was more permanent in my Stitchy space, because I'm trying to organize, and my Stitchy space keeps growing exponentially. Every time I'm over there, I find more little clippets with needles. Packs I've bought that kind of show up that I don't know where they were, but all of a sudden they will materialize. Little magnets. I got little hand lotions.
there's stuff everywhere.
Highlighters everywhere. I wanted to have something to condense it into one spot that was portable. Portable.
The yellow basket.
Small. Little basket. It's got a, head, lid that comes out, but I can put my little things in there. I can definitely put, if I want to use this as primarily my gridding, there's plenty of room. I can put these in the lid, as you can see, plenty of room. Then I can put that in there. I can put my needle packs in here, and then extra scissors in here, and then I know where to go. My scissor fobs, then I know where it's all at. It's all in one place. It's not scattered about my sewing room, and that's why we haven't given you the tour yet, because I'm still trying to organize everything. The other thing I picked up, which I had one, but decided I had a good coupon, and I was going to get something. I was going to get this as well. And this is a little basket. I know Daphne showed one that we took her shopping at Joann's and found when we were in Ohio. I had not seen this pattern, and I really liked it, and it's gray. And you can tell from the inside. What I did with mine, and Samantha's going to show you hers first. So this is Samantha's. Come over this way a little bit.
I grabbed this one. There's many different designs, but this one is mine because it reminds me of Red Riding Hood. I just love it. Daphne has the same one because pirates or something. And got a little magnet bar. Okay. With all my cool villains and a cow. And we put that magnet in there. Yeah. The bar in there. So we put it in there. So that your stuff would stay up above. And I got some needles and scissors and all that jazz in there. It's a mess, but I mean,
And mine
It's
was
my
the
mess.
Talk of StitchCon. It has scissors on the top, little basket. It is, again, the magnet on the inside holds a couple extra needle minders. And mine has extra stuff. Scissors. There's, see, speaking of needles, there goes my bone needles, John James needles. There's hand lotion in here. There's a light in here. Highlighter, measuring tape.
Oh, there's that poop one that Rachel.
Lots of things in that. So we're going to clean that out and get that organized. We are going to do one. I don't know. I did buy a couple extras for a future giveaway that I was thinking maybe when we hit our 1,000 subscribers, which we may put something together. But this may be part of our exchange when we go to StitchCon. So, or our next retreat. So there is that. I think that's all the haul. One thing we did do that makes us full-fledged Flosstubers.
Flosstubers?
Full-fledged Flosstubers. We realized whenever we were at StitchCon, people were passing out their cards, their business cards, and although we don't have a business, we want people to be able to reach us, and so it's relatively inexpensive. So we went ahead and we ordered our first Flosstube card, our business cards that has all of our information on it. Came in the mail today. And a thank you on the back for supporting us. So it just has how to contact us through our Instagram, our YouTube channel, and our email. But we looked at some of the cards that people had given us at StitchCon and kind of melded what information is important to put out.
What information is too much to put out.
Yeah, what information is too much. I mean, this is a wonderful community, but we also are keeping in mind that we are online and anybody can read or watch our videos. And so security is also in the back of our minds at all times and not releasing too much about us to people that we don't know. So I hope that you understand that and can appreciate that. But, you know, if we know who you are, we'll definitely, you know, share. We like to share.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So Patricia Clark did respond. So we have our first giveaway winner. And tonight we are doing our drawing as we said we would for our second giveaway winner since we have now reached over 250 subscribers. Samantha's trying to be my third hand, but she keeps bringing everything closer to my face. So this is for the Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher 2019 summer issue and the Doctor Who Ort container. Sorry, there we go. Doctor Who patterned Ort container for traveling. It collapses very nicely for when you're traveling or to sit in your stitchy spot. So we took the comments from episode 3, that's us, and we have placed it in our YouTube's random comment picker generator. We filtered duplicate users. We're going to say get your YouTube comments. We have 30 unique commenters on that episode. And so we're going to come down here and say start. Well, maybe we're going to get it to go. There we go. We're sorry if we're moving around. We're trying not to. And our winner is Jackie Stevens. Congratulations, Jackie. If you want to email us your mailing address, you can find our email in the description box below. It's at craftaddictk@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address, and we will get this out to you. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope we see you again at our next giveaway. I forgot to tell you what Jackie put is congratulations on your 200 subscribers. I don't save my orts, but I'm thinking I should start and stuff them in a pincushion along with walnut shells. That's a great idea. So, Jackie Stevens, you're our winner tonight. We will get this Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine and your orts so you can start saving them for those pincushions. Bye. You are our second winner for us reaching our 250 goal. You will be receiving the 2019 summer issue of Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine along with our Doctor Who collapsible Ort container. So congratulations. Make sure you email me your mailing address. We will get that back to you. I will try to find your comment and also reply in your comment below. The last thing we have, plans. What's your plan, Sam?
24 hours of cross-stitch challenge.
When is that?
This weekend.
What are we going to do, Sam?
So.
What are you going to work on?
No, I'm trying to get I'm gonna get this week's homework done. And then I'm probably just gonna work my head, you know.
Are you going to stay up all night?
I don't think I'm gonna stay up all night. I don't want to mess up my sleep schedule for school, even though it's gonna get messed up anyway on our next retreat.
Oh, and when is our next retreat, Sam?
Why do you keep calling me Sam? Anyway, our next retreat is the weekend after this week. So next weekend.
And where are we going for that retreat?
At not an abandoned church.
Not an abandoned church.
At a renovated church?
Renovated. It's called the Hemmed In. And my sister and our friend Cindy are quilters, and Durfee, that I've mentioned before, who owns Heirloom Quilt Shop in Brookville, Pennsylvania, are all going with friends of ours, and my niece may or may not be there. We're not sure if she'll be back from the ship yet. And we are doing they are quilters. Samantha and I are going to be doing our cross stitching, and they're going to be doing their quilting. So we're going to, there's not much. I don't know that we'll have a video because we're leaving Thursday as soon as I get off of work. So I don't know if we'll have a video next week or not. We may wait till the following week unless we can get something out earlier than that. If we have a really productive 24-hour cross-stitch weekend, we may do something sooner.
Never know.
Never know. Let's see.
What are your plans, Mom?
I'm going to do 1,000 stitches on a whip.
Which whip? Did you even start this week's homework yet? I know what you're working on this 24-hour cross-stitch weekend.
I have not started this week's homework. I was working on the other stuff.
You should just, you should kind of towards that thing.
No. Gotta be more challenging than that.
But did you really wanted to
I'm really debating on making my 24 hours of cross stitch be a Haid challenge and work on my Haid for the 24 hours.
I'm getting in her head.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I'm thinking about giving it a try, at least doing 12 hours on my Haid, because that's a good reason to kind of focus on one piece, and that piece is a long-term piece, and it'd be nice to see some good progress on it if I can manage it. And I want to try a new, the angled stitching. What is that called?
Oh, sewing on the diagonal.
Sewing on the diagonal. I want to give that a try and see how that works, if I like it better.
I think she will. You might.
I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. I saw Jan Hicks show her bookmark she's working on, and wow, does it look nice. Really nice. So she's making a lot of progress, so I'm kind of thinking I'm going to give it a try. I'm all about trying new things. And I try to share stuff with you as a new stitcher myself and Samantha. There's things that I hear a lot of Flosstubers say, well, I'm sure you already know this, and I'm sure that you've already know who this person is. We don't know. And so hopefully you don't know either. And so if we say things that you're thinking, boy, these girls are really stupid, they should know that. Yeah, we probably should, but we don't. So we figure we just share, and if you don't know, then good. Then we helped you. And like somebody helped us along the way. So, and I don't think we have anything else today.
We got the question of the day.
Oh, our question of the day.
It is an important question of the day.
This is a very important question.
We should call it the question of the day.
This is a very important question. It is very important because this is a discussion between my husband and myself.
Very strong disagreement, just saying.
So, he is a non-stitcher and does not understand Flosstube, but he is full of opinions about Flosstube.
You can't do that voice long.
Sorry, excuse me. Throat got dry. Here's the question of the day. I need you to tell us in a comment below. Please comment. What is your ideal length of a Flosstube video? Tell me how many minutes or hours is your ideal length of a Flosstube video. It is very important. Be honest and truthful, because I don't want them to say I'm skewing the results. But let us know, what is your ideal length of a Flosstube video? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? We're not saying what he says, because we don't want to skew the results.
Okay.
So
I'll just cut that part out. I'll just cut that part out. Okay.
All right, so we're going to start again. Question of the day. how long is an ideal length of a Flosstube video? Help me decide or answer the questions of the man's mind that does not stitch and does not watch Flosstube and does not understand the Flosstube energy and what we create in our community. So I want to have a unbiased, how many minutes or hours do you feel is appropriate for a Flosstube video?
A single Flosstube video.
A single Flosstube video. And in honor of my niece's wedding, I am going to pass the stash. So I am putting up Silver Creek samplers through the storms. This is the pattern I did for her wedding gift. I am going to pass the stash. So if you comment on the discussion between myself and my husband, and you comment what is the ideal length of a Flosstube video in the description or in the comment box below, and our next video, we are actually, you know what? We will do the drawing for this. Oh, I don't have a calendar. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks to catch up, be on vacation,
so basically when school starts.
In 2 weeks. The first video after school starts. That's right. School starts on the 21st.
Yes.
21st of August, we are going to do the drawing for this. This is the 7th. So on the 21st of August, we are going to do the drawing for this, and it is going to be based off of this episode 6, and your answer has to be, what is the ideal length of your Flosstube video that you like to watch? Okay?
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And I think that's it. So thank you for coming. Thank you for visiting with us. I hope you enjoyed your visit. We are trying something new by putting some of my favorite Flosstubers have videos of nature and pictures of nature and life pictures. So we're trying something new with our videos to try and see if we can figure out how to start a video with maybe something like that. A little short, not as long as last episode was. We're going to shorten it down a little bit. We did go on a trip. We went hiking in a park this week, and we're going to put some pictures at the end of this video. We tried to find the Sunshine Stitchers. There's a picture of a Sunshine Pavilion. We followed it, but there was no Sunshine Stitchers at the Sunshine Pavilion. But there is a place in this park that has like the Google, like how many miles. So our friends in Honolulu, San Francisco, our friends in New York.
It was like a real life compass kind of.
Yeah, a real life compass. It tells us how far you are from where we are. And we actually looked it up in Google, and I think it was off by 1 mile. That's how accurate it was. So,
but you said it's like bird miles or something.
I said it must be how the crow flies, because I can't imagine that well, maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, we're going to put pictures of that at the end just to say, hey, out there, we're thinking of you, and we're out there and we're trekking through the woods, and we come across these really neat places and interesting things. So have a great rest of your week. Have a happy stitching experience. Get out there yourselves and go stitching in the wild, and see who you can meet.
And don't forget to comment about the question of the day.
Don't forget the question of the day. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.